Okay, there's the chat. Points have been highest ever since I came back and have been rebuilding. Ivy, I am so proud of you. That is huge. Ashley Brown, you better show up in or Ashley Young, you better show up in that chat. Okay, who else? Sarah, I know you have a win. Throw it in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna wait on y'all. Re-ranking gold, and you worked it to the last minute. I'm telling you, that girl was working it, and then she had to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I think, the next morning to go to work. So, okay. She said, I'm trying out Walgreens. Team added 37 new VIPs and ranked senior Ruby for the first time. And Ash, tell me if I'm wrong, and you can unmute if you want to, but I think you've been with us for over 10 years now, because I know you were with us in November or October of 2014 when I came out there. So I think I came out to Atlanta. So I think you've been here at least 10 years.
July was 10 years. So I ranked senior Ruby for the first time 10 years from the month that I joined.
I'm just saying. Here's the fun thing is, even if it takes you 10 years to get to senior Ruby, the money you make along the way and the growth over the last 10 years, like Ashley, if you added up all the money you've made over the last 10 years with Plexus, and you like combine that with the personal growth that you've done over the last 10 years, like priceless. And there's no other job that would have paid you like that. And you've been able to do all the things you've been able to do, like in your personal life and travel and do all the things that y'all can do. So I think that's pretty spectacular. Yes, Gold School with exception of the AC issues. Ashley and Jody did text us. There was no AC through most of the meeting. But I've messaged with a few people. They're like, but the energy was so high that half of what was making everyone hot was just the high energy of everyone. So that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna get started. I love hearing those wins. Let's go. Beck is in the car on the way home from Florida, and she'll be in the car for a while. We actually got to see each other for a day in Florida. That was fun. Okay, hi, Beck. She's got humid hair. I can see her humidity hair. Okay, we're gonna get started. We have a lot to cover, and y'all still have a call to invite people to tonight. Okay, so I really think it's important. And Beck and I actually did this. Beck, I can't remember when you sent me that graphic today or yesterday, but it's kind of the what do you want and why do you want it? Like, what goal do you have this month? And we're going to talk a little bit about breaking it down, but like, what goal do you actually have? And is it okay if you don't hit it this month? Is it okay if it takes you 2 months or 5 months or 7 months to hit it, but you have a goal in mind, you know what you're going after, you know why you're going after it. I think it's really, really important for you to know. Amber Miller has done a lot about this on her Instagram stories, is that her goal last month, she went emerald, she went diamond emerald. And her goal last month was to have as many people as possible making $100 last month. So her whole goal was to get as many level ones as possible making $100. So what if your goal this month was, I'm going to help 3 level ones make $100. I'm going to help 5 level ones make $100. And you almost take the points out of it and your win out of it. And you figure out how many people I'm going to help. I'm going to make sure every single one of my level ones that wants to covers the cost of their products this month. I'm going to make sure they double it so that next month they can cover it as well. Whatever that looks like. I think if you have a goal outside of just a rank goal, but you have like a big goal, like a heart goal, I think that would help. And then why do you want it? I think is really important. So I think you should write it down. And if you don't write it down right this minute, because you're like, well, I kind of want to get my back office and see what that looks like. Great. Do that in the next 24 hours. Like, you should know by tomorrow what your goal is for August, because we're already like, y'all, we're already at the 4th and 5th if we do it today and tomorrow. So we're already moving through the first week of August in what feels like a flash. It feels like August is going really fast. Okay. I want to make sure that you know that effective October 1st, so last October, for some people that haven't seen the changes or get confused on the changes, your business building bonus is 20% of the total PV of someone's first order. So as an upline, like you don't get it if like your downline signs someone up. This is for your personal level ones. So for example, if someone personally signs up today with a triplex and trim, which is $180 PV, you as the enrolling sponsor gets $36. So PV times 0.2%, 180 times 20% is $36 PPP. Like, imagine if you signed up 3 people, like that's $100. Imagine if you signed up, 6 people, like you have control over your check. I thought it was really interesting today. I kind of had this premonition, this thought. I don't think it's a premonition, just a thought that I was walking through my dining room and I really, really want new dining room chairs, LPs on them for lack of a better reason why. And we really need dining room chairs that I can remove the cover off of and wash. It's really important to me. We've had these for like 7 or 8 years and they've just been destroyed. And I thought, you know what? I have control. I went and I budgeted out how much it would cost for the exact ones I want and the color that I want and how many I want. And I figured, and I realized, you know what? I have the ability to increase my check by that much. So what is it right now that if you could increase your check by, $200, $300, $500, if you had the ability to increase your check by that much this month, what would that do for your family? What if it's, is it going into school ball? Is it paying for private school that starts in a couple of weeks? What is it that's the thing that you actually have control over? And so to me, the business building bonuses are what you have control over. If you want to increase your check by $100, you have control to go add 3 new people. If you want to increase your check by $200, you have control over helping 6 people get started. So that's up to you. Now, getting 3 to 6 people may mean you have to send a lot more messages. So that we're going to talk about that. I want to make sure you know that the retention incentive this month, that it's kind of a twofold. The first one is retaining 3 from the previous month if you added 4 or more last month. So if you added 4 or more level 1s last month and you retain 3 of them this month, then you earn that pickleball set. So how cute are these graphics? That's not what the pickleball set will look like, but it is a really cute pickleball set there in the picture. Also that sweatshirt, even if I didn't play pickleball, I would probably buy that sweatshirt because it's adorable. But so you're going to retain 3 from last month of your 4. Is Davey Page saying how cute that sweatshirt is in my picture, in that picture? Okay. I needed validation from Davey. Okay. Also, if you add 4 new level 1s this month and have a new level 1 silver, then you earn the pickleball set. And this is, I kind of did like a checklist at the bottom. New VIP. Oh, you're supposed to have 4. I only put 3, and then develop a new level 1 silver. Here's the thing. Your level 1 silver, all 3 of their new people do not have to sign up this month. It's just the first time they've gone silver. So if last month they had 2 qualifying people, or if every month they kind of have 1 or 2, but they never have all 3, so they've never actually gone silver. But this month they just need to add 1 more, get 2 people to qualify, or get all 3 people to qualify in the same month and go silver for the first time. That counts as a new level 1 silver. So it doesn't have to mean that they're brand new or that all 3 of their people are new. It's just they have to rank silver for the first time this month. And you personally have to add 4 new level 1s. Now I'm just going to remind you, if you add 4 new level 1s, let's just say triplex and trim combo, because I just think that's the best combo to start people on right now. Then that's $144 in your pocket for just the BBBs. Plus you have a new level 1 silver. If they're a fast start level 1 silver, Beck, remind me if I'm wrong, but I think that's another $25 in your pocket if you have a fast start level 1 silver. So I'm just going to tell you that math, because again, if you're budgeting for something, that's an extra $169 in your pocket. That's not even including the increase in pay points, because you're going to have 6 new level 1s. That's 24 new points. And you're going to have 4 new level 1s at 6 points a piece. That's 24 points. And then you're going to have, hopefully 3 qualified level 2s. That's another 15 points. So you're going to go up 39 points from where you were last month. That's a huge jump for a lot of people. So I just want to be really mindful of that. Okay. So let's talk income possibilities, because a lot of times one of the things that we really need to talk about is what is possible. So the graphic I'm going to show you is for fast start. So these are new people. If you added someone in the last couple of months and they have done no business building activities yet, there's still a VIP in your back office. I really want to challenge you to make sure they know these numbers, even if they say, oh, I'm not really interested in doing the business. A lot of people are not interested in doing the business, but a lot of people are interested in making $500 extra if they refer 4 people in their first 30 days and they fast start silver, but also add 4, they get that pickleball set. Plus they get like $430 with bonuses. Look at that, referring 9. And when you're starting out, referring 9 is really possible if you're doing a good job of sharing what's going on with these products. Referring 9 is over $1,000 in their first month. And that's not like continuous, as we all know. If you refer 9 and you go senior silver, you're not going to get $1,000 every month. But golly, if they can make $1,000 in their first month and then build on that with their, the months going forward, that's really, really important. So, plus they've got money for, a good couple of months of product, plus whatever, additional they want to do. I mean, if I could refer 9 and make $1,000 right now, it would be a no-brainer. If you had to, if you could make $1,000 for referring 9 people right now, would anything stop you? Nothing. It's like what we used to say back when we had welcome packs, is we would say, if you told me that I could get a welcome pack right now, I would get the biggest welcome pack. Because it's the most savings, right? You would be like, yeah, I'm going to get all that for $199 because I know how much I pay for all of that every month. Same thing here. Why would you ever tell someone that referring 9 is hard when you know in your first month, when you have a fresh audience and you can make $1,000, that's almost a no-brainer. And this isn't even based on the triplex and trim combo. I believe this is based on just triplex. So it's even more if you're promoting restore, balance plus triplex. Okay, and then just income wise for you, these are low. Joe hates the phrase low averages because he said the word average actually means low to high and you're averaging it all. But what I was trying to explain to him is this is like taking out some of the anomalies of high numbers. People that are right at the top of that kind of ruby to senior ruby line, or like in diamond, like it's taking out like all of our top earners. It's really saying like, if you're at the base level of these without all the BBBs added in and without all the, fun bonuses and prizes and all that, these are kind of like the low end of what most people are making at these ranks. And I'm just saying for you, for me, going ruby and senior ruby, that $2,000 to $3,000 a month is massive. Y'all, that's covering, like Becky and I just went on both went on individual family vacations. Like that's covering a family vacation. That's covering Christmas. If you do that August, September, October, November into December, like you're really covering some massive costs. Beck and I both have had 16-year-olds or kids turn 16 this year. Like that's saving for a car. It's all of those things. So I would love to hear in the chat, what's a big purchase you think you're going to need to make as a family over the next 12 months? What is a big purchase over the next 12 months you are going to need to make as a family? A car. Yeah. Yeah. Stressed about for a year. I mean, that matters. Or other people turning 16. I'm telling you, like Beck and I feel you. Like we've both had these conversations over this past year. Like, because it's not just the truck for the 16-year-old boy, it's the insurance that now needs to double. Yeah. And Beck was in our Suburban. We were having the exact conversation about all of our Chevys needing to be replaced. Y'all, these are real expenses. And if we have these expenses, all of us on this call, I promise you, people out in your audience are having these same expenses. You need to share this with them. Like, hey, if I could help you get to Ruby over the next 12 months, what would $2,000 a month mean for your family? Like, because this is what it would mean for ours. Tires and major vehicle maintenance. We just did that, Sarah. We just replaced some weird thing in Joe's car. It's like $1,300 so that we had air conditioning on this trip. It's the little and the big things, but it's also having savings for those rainy days, kind of like what Ivy was talking about. Like when your savings is depleted, there's a little bit of anxiety that creeps in. Beck and I talked about one time, like, what would it look like for that anxiety to go away? What would it look like for you to lessen the anxiety of your family by having a savings, a nest egg, like a little fund over here that you're like, okay, half of my Plexus checks are just going into this because there is something coming that we don't even know of yet, but we want to be ready for it. Tuition going up. Yeah, Beck told me about her tuition going up, and I was just like, y'all, inflation is not just eggs and bananas and butter. It is tuition as well. It's insane. Yeah, the feeling of hitting that goal. It's gonna be a big deal for a lot of y'all. Okay, just want to make sure that you know something fun. There's $10 off. Give 10, which I consider like the reason I remember it is give 10 is like a gift to your new VIPs. They can spend smarter this back to school season with $10 off initial order of $100. Plus, they still have 5 more days of $1 signups. So that's really like $20 off. If they use give 10 because the $1 sign up is automatic. So that's a huge, huge thing. Turn my volume down. This is the Leaders Retreat video. Watch it. Okay, so I want everyone to put the dates of February 24th to the 28th in your calendar right now. Just pull up your digital calendar. If you have a written calendar, just make sure that you have the dates in there for Leaders Retreat. Every single person that's listening to this call has the ability to earn Leaders Retreat. In fact, one of the things I want to tell you, it is designed for new ambassadors through Ruby to actually help you rank up. So the whole goal of Leaders Retreat is to improve your business. It's not for my diamond business. It's not for Becky's diamond business. It's not for emeralds and sapphires to grow their points. It's truly to help the leaders in the field. So those that are trying to go gold and senior gold and ruby and senior ruby, it is their goal. It is the goal of those people. And then people that are at the senior ruby, emerald, sapphire, and diamond ranks to help them earn their emerald extravaganza and DD months, and then to grow new legs. So the goal is for you to be on that boat, not for us to be on that boat. Now, I want to be on that boat on my second position, and I know Becky wants to be on the boat on her second position. She went last year, had so much fun to say. If you missed it last year, or if you decided not to go, like I decided, like, I don't know, I don't love cruises. Like I missed out. Like everybody got back, and I was like, dag nabbit. So it's on my calendar. I am not missing it this year. I'm having to work it around basketball and all the things, but it matters and I'm excited. You can earn a lot of prize levels. We'll know what all those look like on September 1st. But I want you to have the dates on your calendar. And I want you to know that the contest will run September through December, but retention credits start now. So everybody that you added in July and August is retention credits for Leaders Retreat. So if you added anyone in July and you add anyone this month, retaining them in September is you will start credits out strong. And I mean, imagine that, like all the work you do in July and August, as soon as their order comes through in September, it's immediately putting Leaders Retreat credits in your pocket because you've done great customer service. So I think it's really, 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 really amazing that way that they've already set it up. Okay. Maximizing calls and chats. This is tonight's call. It starts in 40 minutes. So you want to make sure that you're inviting people to that. This graphic with Jenny and Kimber and Tina is on the table. So you always have access to these graphics. They're on the table every single week with the link and the how to log in, all of that information. Also with the information, because at the end of the call, they'll invite everybody to be in a text chat for the next, or a text to receive a text message every day to work their business and to earn that $300 over the next week. And so all that information is on the table. This is huge third-party validation. This is not you having to explain anything. And this is them catching the vision from somebody else's story. If you haven't heard Jen Hawkins tell her story, I really want to challenge you. If you have somebody out there that does not want to work outside the home and they're having to work outside the home, even for just $1,000 a month, and this could replace that income, Jenny's story is a great story for that. all she wanted was $1,000 to not have to work outside the home. And God was so faithful to it when she was really obedient to the business. So this will be a really good story time tonight. And then this is not this week's Real People, Real Stories. And we're going to get that up there. Actually, I'm working on it today. I should have the graphics tonight or tomorrow. Those always get dropped on the table. Again, if you are not encouraging people to list everybody, yourself, everybody on your team, all of your potentials, anyone you're talking to about Plexus, to listen to these Thursday night calls, I really want to challenge you that you are not doing everything. If you think I'm doing everything and nothing's working, these are the two things you should be doing every single week without fail, is having people on Sunday nights and Thursday nights. And if for whatever reason those don't work, that's a different bucket. But this bucket is huge for your funnel. Most of your funnel should be going through Sunday night and Thursday night calls, and the one-offs that can't make it are, you can do your own messenger event for when it works for them. But these are the bulk of the people that you have on your team already, are already customers to retain them, already need to catch the vision of the business or are in your potentials list. Okay. And then a couple of things: define your needle movers, quality content, create a focus of your content on social media. This is not about niching. This is just having some kind of focus. Commit to consistency. Have you posted every single day about something and trying to link Plexus into that somewhere, and then posting with an absolute purpose. Like, that takes a little bit of thought. And if your brain says, I don't know, that's just you shutting down like your thought process. I really want to challenge you to not say, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to post, and to say, instead say, what do I need to post? What do I need to do? And I'm going to get to that in just a second. Quality conversations are huge, and quality invitations, like what we just talked about on the Sunday and Thursday night calls. And then if you need a creative prompt, what is your potential currently thinking, feeling, or doing? They're probably thinking about back to school. They're probably feeling a little stressed about money as they go through the aisles of Target, trying to get all of these things and figuring out, I don't want to spend $500 on backpacks and new pencils and binders and all the things. And they're probably getting geared up for that, but also at the same time realizing they need to make an additional income stream, and they don't want to be away from the phone or availability of the kids to come get them when they have a tummy ache, or to be up at school for, moms and muffins, or be able to take their kid lunch. Are you talking about that? I'm so grateful that this year I can go to every single thing our school has and I don't have to miss a minute. I'm so grateful I can volunteer in the classroom. I'm so grateful I can do field day or whatever it is. Like, when you talk about what Plexus has done in your life and the fact that you can now attend those things, or that's why you're working Plexus, is so that you don't miss another year of these things, someone's going to identify with that. Because what will they be thinking, feeling, and doing after working with you? Like, what will have changed once they catch the vision here? And you might be working on your vision right now too, and it's okay for them to come alongside you. Just like with your weight loss routine, you don't have to wait until you've lost 20 pounds to start sharing. Bring them along. Same thing with the business. You don't have to wait until you're making $500 a month to tell them, hey, let's do this together. Let's both make $500 a month. Let's rise and fall. Y'all, that's the way that Becky and Ellen and Sarah Stewart, so many of us, that's why we grew, is because we all did it. We all went gold together, and senior gold together, and Ruby together. We did it all together. We called customer service and figured the answers out to questions together. And I actually think that's what's missing a little bit in our business now, that you have the ability to do, is you have the ability to rank up with other people. And I really want to challenge you to do that, to grab the, lock arms with 3 or 4 people, and you all go gold together. You all go senior gold together. You don't have to be the expert that like shows them exactly what to do. There are people walking right ahead of you that can do that. You just need to grab the people to lock arms with, to all walk together ahead in step with the person ahead of you. Okay, some calls to action. Y'all ready? Revisit June and July joins to retain for pickleball promotion and get started on your Leaders Retreat credits. So you can screenshot this. I'll also put this on the table so that you can kind of like check mark, but have you talk to your June and July joins to make sure that they are ready to order for this month. Create your content strategy for the month, map it out, add up the time, specific activity to your calendar right now, and do it. That means like tomorrow I'm going to pick up schedules, going to talk about the fact that I get to, do this with my kids. And I'm so grateful I get to be there, drop them off and pick them up. Or like for Becky, like I'm grateful that we could afford a car so that now Davy can get herself to and from the high school and we don't have, and I can just focus on Jack and Mary's, car lines, because she was spending hours a day in the car lines. The amount of time savings she's going to have by just having Davy be able to drive herself to and from the school is massive. Like, do you have somebody out there that needs that time savings? Okay. Partner with uplines and sideline leaders to personally host a messenger event to help your new VIPs create income this month. That's in addition to Sunday night and Thursday night calls. If you're serious about this business, you personally should be inviting people to a weekly messenger event, Facebook event, online event of some sort, and getting all of your potentials somewhere, or helping a new level one get all of their potentials somewhere so that they can promote. Are you doing that, or are you waiting for somebody else to do it for you? Map out your strategy for earning the cruise and implement that strategy. Take your next rank goal. Okay, this is what Beck and I did. I'm really glad that Beck made me do it. She didn't make me do it, but I did it after she told me about it. Take your next rank goal. So for mine, it would be Senior Ruby. So Senior Ruby is 750 points minus where I ended in July, which I think is 468. I looked it up earlier, but I can't remember. So it's 282 points that I'm short from Senior Ruby. And I'm dividing it by 5 just to average out level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s, because at this point in my Ruby business, that's about where most of my points come from. So divided by 5, I need 57 orders to help me go Senior Ruby. But here's what would help is if I divided that by how many silvers I needed to help develop and how many golds I needed to help develop. So if I'm helping people go gold, then that's taking 100 points, maybe like 90 points with all of the point changes. Compression, which may not make any sense to you, but we'll map it out with you. Okay, put in the chat in here, who are you going to message tonight or tomorrow to help you map out your rank goal? Who's the person that you message that you're going to send a message to and say, help me map out my next rank goal? Because it helps when you message it, when you do it with somebody else. It helps when Becky and I do it together. I message her and say, okay, what does this kind of look like? And then she messages me and goes, okay, but do you have someone to go gold? Because if not, you're going to have more silvers. It's that kind of like back and forth of, okay, who are these people? What's their potential? Do they actually want to do it? And having that conversation. Sometimes we can map out for the people like, oh, I want Sally to go senior gold this month. And Sally's like, I don't have the time or the energy to go senior gold this month. And so then you have to go back to the drawing board and figure that out. You can't map it for somebody else. You have to map it with somebody. I'm drinking my Restore and my Hydrate in case you're wondering what I'm drinking here. I'm loving it. Cheers. Cheers to your gut and my Cut cup. And then make your goal connection with your audience. So this is like, how many connections are you going to make a day? I would challenge you to make 5 to 10 non-plexus people connections every day if you want to rank up this month. Like that's like, hey, I love that. I can't believe she's going to, Texas Tech this weekend. What dorm is she going to live in? Like ask a question. Like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Ask a question. Oh my gosh, I can't believe y'all went to Gulf Shores. Where did y'all stay? Like you can be really excited about what somebody's doing and ask them a question and engage in a conversation back and forth. So I want to challenge you to 5 to 10 of those a day if you're wanting to rank up this month. Conversations to find out more, which if you need help with questions, I'm your girl. Getting them on a call, especially like a Sunday night or a Thursday night call, or if you need to pick up the phone and call them. And then eventually sending them a cart. You should have a cart already made up in your phone this month that has triplex and trim with your favorite slim flavor and the Give 10 code already loaded into it to go ahead and send. And then walking them through a chat of some sort, whether that's a 3-way chat, whether that's you're dropping them into a customer chat that you have. You can add them to Gut Glam and put them in the challenge this month. That's a really great place for them to find community, but you're going to want to connect them to people other than just you. Putting them in a table or putting them in the table for business, putting them in Gut Glam for customer and product information. And then if they are doing business building activities, if they are going silver, senior silver, you need to make sure that they're in some kind of working chat that your team has going. Okay. I'm going to open it up to questions for just a couple of minutes, and then we're going to jump off this, potty, get a drink, and then jump back on to the 8 o'clock Sunday night call. Does anybody have any questions? No questions. I answered every question y'all had. That's amazing. I'm stopping the chair so I can actually see the cart chat. Okay. Yeah, three-way chats with your call or calls with your sponsor are huge. I'm just going to go back through and answer questions until someone unmutes and asks a question. But there is probably a shopping spree on this leaders retreat, and I say that because they featured the old shopping spree in this leaders retreat video for this year. So my guess would be that they are going to do a shopping spree at the Bloomingdale's in Fort Lauderdale again. Do not hold me to that because I actually have no idea. But y'all couldn't hear the video, but at least you could see it. Sorry, I'll send y'all the video. I'll put it in the table just so you have it. But I do think there's a shopping spree. Okay. No one has any questions? I'm going to drop any of those slides that y'all want. I'll put on the table. I really want to hear your goals. So if you want to send them to me, I'd love it. If you would send them to your Jewel or working sponsor, I would really encourage you to do that. You do not have to send them to me, but I would really encourage. Oh, Gold School in Dallas. Great question, Ivy. Gold School in Dallas is October 19th. There is a possibility of a retreat over that weekend. We're kind of working out the kinks now that I'm back actually in town and in my office. I feel like I can actually plan that kind of stuff. So if you think you would come to Gold School in Dallas on October 19th, will you message either Becky or I and let us know so we can kind of get an idea of how many people would be interested in that. Okay. But yes, Gold School, October 19th. Down the street. Love y'all.